Good morning, students. Today we are going to study the short story A Cup of Tea by Catherine Mansfield. Catherine Mansfield was born in New Zealand, where her family had immigrated from London in 1841. She was, however, sent for a musical career to London, where she began to publish stories in the New Age at the age of 18. Her real name was Kathleen Beauchamp. She married the famous literary critic John Middleton Murray. As a chronic consumptive, her life was an unending story of illness, although her husband's constant care and love was always a source of inspiration and encouragement. She died at Fontainebleau near Paris. As a short story writer, she followed the technique of the Russian master Chekhov. Like him, she chose to explore the inner recesses of the human psyche and weave dramatic situations and uh, fleeting, tenuous emotions. Now, the story that we are going to study, written by Catherine Mansfield, is a very famous story named A Cup of Tea. A Cup of Tea is one of her most successful stories. Here she dramatizes jealousy, the universal human feeling. Rosemary Fell picks up a beggar girl of astonishing beauty, brings her home to have a cup of tea, only to realize that her husband has fell irresistibly drawn towards her pickup, that is the girl. The poor girl is then instantly disposed with some amount of money, that is with a cash gift of £3. The story begins with a description of the chief character, that is Rosemary Fell, and the writer describes her in the following manner when she says that Rosemary was young, brilliant, extremely modern, exquisitely well dressed, amazingly well read in the newest of new books, and her parties were the most delicious mixture of the really important people and artists. Quaint creatures, discoveries of hers, some of them too terrifying for words, but others quite presentable and amusing. Rosemary had been married for 2 years. Her husband absolutely adored her. They were rich, really rich, not just comfortably well off, which is odious and stuffy and sounds like one's grandparents. She was fond of shopping. One winter afternoon, she had been buying something in a little antique shop in the Curzon Street. It was a shop she liked. The shopkeeper seemed quite fond of her. That day, he showed her a little enamel box with a glaze so fine it looked as though it had been baked in cream. On the lid, a minute creature stood under a flowery tree, and a more minute creature still had her arms around his neck. Its cost was 28 guineas, that is the cost of this enamel box. Rosemary asked the shopkeeper to keep the box for her for the next time. So, we have studied that it is a story about a lady named Rosemary Fell. She is happily married, and she is a young, attractive, intelligent, beautiful woman, and she is fond of all the good things in life. And one day she goes to the market, and she goes to a shop, and she sees a very beautiful box that she wants to buy, but it is a bit costly. So she asks the shopkeeper to keep it her for the next time. Now, what incidents take place after this, we will study in our next lecture. That is all for today. Thanks.